All right, friends, I am loving what I am seeing so far. I am loving the wins that I'm seeing, the energy on this board. I'm loving the messages that I'm receiving, talking about people who are out there talking to strangers, who are sending magic texts, and they're getting positive response. You guys, the more that you guys put this into your business on a daily basis, it's going to become second nature, and it is going to do such big things for your business. So I'm super, super excited for you guys. Today is day 5. We have reached out to a lot of people so far, at least 12 people so far in these days, since today is day 5. So the logical next step is we've got to start following up. We've got to follow up and continue that dialogue with those people. I'm going to throw some numbers at you because I'm a numbers girl, but I love these stats, and I think these stats are really, really telling. So 80% of sales actually happen in the 5th to the 12th contact. 5th to the 12th contact, not the 1st, not the 2nd, not the 3rd, not the 4th. 80% happen in the 5th to the 12th. That's a big deal. So when you think about that, when you look at the stats for who actually makes it to that 5th to 12th contact, only 10% of people even go past the 3rd contact. So that's a lot of opportunity left on the table, and that's a lot of follow-up that's not happening. Almost half of all people actually stop after the first contact. So let's not be those people. Let's change that right now, and let's work on our follow-up, and let's stop being scared of follow-up. I really think that the main reason that people don't follow up is because they are scared. We are all faced with that fear, the fear of rejection, the fear of what people are thinking about us, the fear that we're bothering people. You guys are familiar with all that. But we've got to stop letting that fear lead us. We have to start letting our confidence and our knowledge lead us. We know that we have very, very real products that have changed our lives, and they have changed many, many, many other people's lives. Plus, we have this very real and legit opportunity to change somebody's financial future, to bring freedom into their home, whether that's freedom from money stress or freedom from health worries and that type of thing. We have the answer. And so we are doing our friends a disservice by not sharing these products with them, and these products that have changed our lives. And so who are we to predetermine that our friends and our family don't want these products in their lives? We've got to follow up. Our friends and family do not have Plexus on their mind 24/7 like we do, and we have to remind them of that. We have to check back in, and we have to make sure that they are reminded about Plexus. The biggest key here, and something that it's really, really hard to get over, is the realization that we are not bothering people. We are helping people. So when you have your initial conversations with your friends, it's always key to set that expectation of follow-up. If they know you're going to follow up, it's not a bother because you've already set the expectation that you're going to do it and you're just following through. So always set that next contact with them. If you have people, if they have that expectation that you're going to be checking back in, they know it's going to be happening, they're not going to be annoyed with you. So here's a good example. If somebody blows you off and says something like, hey, no problem, I'll look over it tonight, and I'll look over it and I'll let you know when I'm ready to do something. Take control back of that conversation. They have just brushed you off. So take control back of the conversation and say, great, I'm so excited. Look over everything tonight, and I'm going to follow back up with you tomorrow afternoon. By setting that timeline, you're taking control back of that conversation. Don't be afraid to be bold. Part of the purpose of follow-up is to uncover those hesitations. So you're giving that person the perfect opportunity to say, hey, wait, no, I'm still concerned about this, this, and this. Or it allows them to say, hey, great, yeah, follow up with me tomorrow afternoon. It's like a test close. You want to do that, and you want to continue to set those next steps and set that timeline and be in control of that timeline. So definitely don't be afraid to be bold with that. And remember with this, the more personal, the better with this. If you can get somebody on the phone or in person, that's always best. You want to be able to walk them through sign up, but try and get them on the phone instead of just text messages and emails and that kind of thing. try and bring it off of that medium and get them on the phone or get them in person. Otherwise, I really do, if you have to keep it to Messenger, which I know that that is a really, big way that people communicate, I always like to at least use the voicemail feature. It makes it so much more personal. And I know a lot of us feel that, sales really should be made in that first conversation back and forth. Like, why are they not just jumping on this? It's because that's not what business is about. This is not a hunter style product that we're selling. We are farming relationships with people, if I can talk today. We're farming those relationships with people. And so we need to allow them to make this decision, but we need to help them to the conclusion. And we need to help them along the way and be a logical part of that decision-making process through it. And that only comes through follow-up. So I know a lot of us feel like it should be made in that first contact, but it really, really shouldn't. So follow up multiple times, multiple contacts. That's very, very normal. And you just kind of want to hold their hand through that process and set that expectation throughout the process. So from the challenge perspective, your goal today, follow up with every single person that you have contacted so far in this challenge. And reach out to your 3 people today too. You're still expected to reach out to 3 new people today, but follow up with everybody. So that should be about 12 people. And I want you guys to aim to close out 2 of those people today, whether that's a customer or an ambassador. 2 of your prospects, I want you to aim to close out. Set deadlines with your follow-ups. You should be following up today, like I said, 12 people at minimum, plus your 3 reach outs. So that's a minimum of 15 people that you're contacting today. And anybody else that you need to follow up with, because I know obviously outside of this challenge, we also have prospects that we've been working with. So anybody that needs follow-up, today is your day. Today is your follow-up Friday. Consult your prospect list, dig deep, and set those next contacts with these people. And remember, so for the purposes of this contest, or this challenge, we are having you do this all at once. But I want you to guys really think about moving forward. What is your IPA going to be like with follow-up? I like to do mine. I set my my follow-up every single morning. The night before, I always make my list of who I'm going to follow up with the next morning. And so I work it into my daily IPA, and it works really, really well for me. So I'm always in that follow-up mode, and I'm always moving somebody through the process in a rather quick manner. And I think that quick speed of follow-up every single day is really, really good. I'm not following up the exact same people every day, but I am following up every day, and I'm trying to move my people through the decision process very, very quickly, as opposed to just following up with everybody once a week. So the fortune really is in the follow-up, you guys. Good luck today. Be sure to post, if you have any kind of questions, post them to your power groups or on the thread and ask, what would you guys do in this situation? This is the perfect opportunity to utilize your power groups and to utilize this team to help you close these businesses, these deals, to help you close out the prospects. Use us. Use this group to help further your business and figure out how to follow up with these people. So excited for you guys. See you guys later. Thank you.